Today, it's all about Milk makeup. Their slogan is good ingredients, epic payoff. So we're gonna see if it's epic payoff or an epic fail. Let's begin with their primers. We have two of them. First, we have their Hydro Grip Primer. And this right here retails for $32. It's an award-winning, it's hydrating, a makeup gripping gel primer that is formulated with a hemp-derived cannabis seed extract and blue agave extract. So we're gonna play with this one, and then we're gonna play with their Prime and Mattify Primer. This right here retails for $36. So you can tell it's a pretty expensive brand. And this is their Blur Stick. So this is a silicone oil-free matte primer stick that glides on sheer to blur pores and fine lines. So I figured we would take this kind of in the center of the face right here, and then take the rest of the primer, the Hydro Grip, pretty much the rest of the face. I'm gonna do 2 pumps, work this into my skin, warm it up. Whenever I use this primer, it feels like I'm applying a very light glue to my face. Let's move on to this one right here. I've never tried this one. So it comes with a retractable stick that you just wind up. You kind of just go over those areas where you want this primer. It's creamy, but it's definitely not as creamy as you're thinking. Like, it's very matte. It definitely has a little more of a chalky feel. It's not tacky by any means, but it definitely blurred the pores. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this just yet. Let's move on to the base products. So this right here is one of their newer launches. This is their Sunshine Skin Tint 30, SPF of 30. This retails for $42. It's an improved, clean, silicone-free skin tint that provides a light coverage with a weightless feel while moisturizing with natural oils for a dewy finish and protecting with coral reef safe broad spectrum SPF of 30 sunscreen. I have 3 shades. I picked up shade Fair, Light, and Medium Light. Oh, it's a roller ball. Interesting. Okay, now I see it coming through. So I think you just start gliding it on your face with the roller ball. Yep. There it goes. And this right here is shade Light. Very little product comes out, but again, that's because you gotta keep pumping. Look how cool that looks. And this is shade Fair. And they do say you can use your fingers. I'm just gonna use a brush to help blend all of this in. Looks very lightweight. Honestly, I expected less coverage from a skin tint foundation, but look at the coverage it's actually providing. Not bad for a skin tint. It honestly looks really, really pretty. My face has a little bit of a dew happening, but it's not super shiny or extremely dewy. It definitely has a little bit of a tacky feel even over the blurring primer, but it's not doing anything weird with either primer, so that's really good. Kind of quickly want to do my eyebrows before I move on to concealer and the rest of my face. So for the eyebrow, this right here is what this looks like. It's a pencil, but they're saying it's a gel brow. So it's a waterproof, transfer-proof matte gel brow pencil with a defining brush for easy filling and shaping. So it's a pencil that you do have to sharpen yourself. And this is how it swatches. And I'm putting quite a bit of pressure. It's a very, very, very light, not intense, but it is a very creamy, kind of like a gel formula. So let's put this to the test. Let me brush my hairs through. It's applying pretty easily. I'm not having to put too much effort in, but you definitely can't be precise with this pencil whatsoever. First, because of the formula, because it's way too waxy. The way it blends into your skin, it's beautiful, but you can't create those hair-like strokes. And also because of the pencil. You can see how much pencil I already used just for the one eyebrow. You are getting color payoff, and I really like this color actually. It's really nice neutral. Definitely going more towards the cool tone, which I prefer in a brow. I'll really enjoy this once I get my brows laminated again, because then I already have the shape going and I just need to fill it in certain areas and I'm good to go. Okay, so they also have their Kush Clear Brow Gel. This retails for $20. It's a clear vegan brow gel formulated with conditioning hemp-derived cannabis seed oil to tame and set brow hair. It's not a super wet formula. It is brushing through the hairs nicely. The one way to see if this is a really good brow gel is giving it a couple of minutes to really see if it's gonna keep the hairs in the same place or if it's just gonna drop the hairs and just clump the hairs together. Concealer time. I'm actually really excited for this concealer. This right here is their Flex Concealer. It is a medium to full coverage concealer that covers, calms, and flexes without creasing or caking. I like those claims. This concealer retails for $28 each. I picked up shade Vanilla, Fair, and Buff. This right here is Fair. Looks like a pretty nice shade already. It's not too yellow, it's not too pink. And like I said, you can use your fingers. Wow, that blended in really, really nice. It gave a really solid medium coverage. Like I can still see a little bit of that darkness peeking through, but it definitely brightened, it definitely concealed. And it blended out really, really nice with this brush. This is the one product I was so excited for. And it's looking like it's doing a pretty good job. It looks really nice under the eyes. It doesn't look super heavy. It's not settling into the fine lines. I will say one thing, it's definitely not a full coverage concealer. It looks like it has set, which is good, but I do have a setting powder that I will use in a little bit after my contour. When we were putting this video together, we tried to get the full size of the contour stick or the bronzer for the Milk Makeup, and it was sold out, so we had to go to the mini version. And this is not a sample size. This is their mini version for $18 whole. I paid $18 for this.
What is that?
It's my little bronzer. So this right here is in shade Baked, and this is their mini matte cream bronzer stick. It's a buildable cream bronzer that creates an instant sun-kissed glow with a natural looking matte finish. And you can see how creamy instantly that is. You can just draw this straight on your face, but I like to kind of work on the back of my hand with a brush or a dampened sponge. And you can see just how easy that goes on. It's like that perfect neutral. It's not crazy cool tone and it's not really warm, but it gives like that right in between, and it is buildable. But I do like how creamy, how easy it is to blend. You don't really have to try. I feel like, especially this kind of method that I do, you warm it up on the back of your hand and you just take a brush or a dampened sponge to really work the product in. My lips are feeling very dry right now, so I do have 2 lip balms. This right here is their Kush lip balm, and this retails for $16. So this right here, it's just a soothing balm to hydrate lips with hemp-derived cannabis seed oil. This has a nice minty smell. Let's see if it has a minty sensation. It's gliding down really smooth. It's not chunky. I honestly feel like it does give me a little bit of a green tint on my lips. Let's move on to the eyes, and this is one of their newer launches as well. So this right here is their Color Chalk Multi-Use Powder Pigment. Each retail for $18. It doesn't sound like a lot for like a multi-use stick, but it doesn't look like you get a lot of product in here. So how this works is you have these little tabs. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs that you peel one at a time, and you use that little section for your face, for your eyes, for your lips, for your cheeks, whatever. It's basically a multi-use pigment. But this kind of looks very messy and not a lot of product for $18. That's why I was saying, wow, that's kind of cheap for Milk Makeup, 18 bucks for an eyeshadow. But then when I started looking at it, you don't get that much product. So let's peel this off. It's peeling off pretty easy. And let's just go in straight to the eyes. I'm gonna take a little brush and just kind of blend all of this in. I wanna see how much we can stretch this product into the eyes. I mean, it's not super blendable, but it's doing a pretty decent job. But my hands are all dirty from the packaging right here. We'll work on that, but let's move on to Hopscotch. This is the champagne shade. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And this is really packing a punch. That's a beautiful inner corner highlight. Ooh, 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 ooh. I really like. I do have an eyeliner. This liquid eyeliner is $22. This is their Kush liquid eyeliner. Nice, straight to the point, nice long felt tip. It's a clean, waterproof, felt tip liquid eyeliner pen that is formulated with hemp-derived cannabis seed oil and the blackest black pigment for up to 24 hours of wear. Wow. Oh, that's not going anywhere. Okay. Gotta prep myself for this liquid eyeliner. Tip feels nice. Okay, I will say one thing. It's not the most fluid liquid eyeliner. It's definitely a little bit drier of a felt tip, but it's giving me a really intense matte black eyeliner. All right, for mascaras, we have two of them. We have a mascara primer and a mascara. So I've never tried their Kush Lash Primer. This right here retails for $25. It's a lash primer with thickening heart-shaped fibers and conditioning hemp-derived cannabis seed oil for a volumizing base. It's not too thick. It's not layering the product as much, but it is layering the product nicely. I kind of want to try it with and without. Why not? Mascara is $25 and this is their high volumizing mascara. It's a high volume mascara formulated with heart-shaped fibers, conditioning hemp-derived cannabis seed oil, and pure pigments for an intense black finish. It's definitely doing a little bit better job with the primer because the formula is so dry and wispy. It at least has something to latch onto. I wouldn't say this mascara is lengthening. It's not separating the lashes. It's definitely more for volume towards the roots because it's not giving my lashes like this beautiful length. It's definitely more just that volumizing and straight forward volumizing mascara. Okay, I'm really not liking this mascara without the primer. On this eye, the lashes, they're just so straight and pin straight versus this side, they're a little bit more lifted, they're a little bit more wispy, they look a little more natural, and it looks like I actually have some lashes on this side versus this side, they look so short and stubby and just so lifeless. I feel so bad for them. So for blush, we have 3 shades. We have Rally, then we have Perk, and then last we have Work. Oh, that is so pretty. Just take all 3 of them on a brush, create like a custom shade. Again, very easy to blend. But you can see, the more you put on, the more payoff you get, which is really nice. Before I set my face, we do have a highlighter. This is their cream highlighter. It's also $30 and it's in the shade Lit, a champagne pearl, and this is the full-size version, but let's check it out. Also very creamy, very pearly, very beautiful. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just kind of work this into a brush and build it on the cheeks. It's definitely very soft. It doesn't accentuate anything as I'm looking right now. And it kind of gives that beautiful kind of glow from within. And it doesn't look like a straight up powder highlighter, which is really nice. Let's set the face with some powder. This right here is their Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. This right here retails for $29 and it has like this mesh at the very top. You can just basically very lightly tap and you can see that powder kind of coming up. Even though I feel like I don't need to set this concealer because it doesn't feel tacky, I do want to set like the cheeks and the bronzer just because they're all cream products. And then before we do the lips, I do have the setting spray. This right here is their Hydro Grip Setting and Refreshing Spray. $36, but I actually really enjoy this product. You do have to shake it. On the very top, you have like this green formula and then the rest of it is blue. So this right here, it's an alcohol-free dual phase setting and refreshing spray that sets makeup for up to 12 hours. So for lips, we have their lip color. It's just their lipstick. So this right here retails for $24 each. This is a demi matte lip color packed with pigment and a hydrating ingredient, so you get a standout, comfortable color in one swipe. And I will say that the lip balm is very nice on the lips. My lips feel very comfortable. They feel very hydrated, very soft. They don't feel dry anymore. Let's go with Wifey. And I was licking my lips throughout putting my makeup on, and I have to say they feel really nice. And they taste delicious. Makeup is on, and I will say the eyebrows, they're not really moving. They're basically staying in the place where I set them initially, which is really good. Overall, I think it came really well together, especially like the base makeup. It's all very buildable. It's all a little bit more sheer. I like how creamy they are, how blendable everything is. I actually really am excited about this concealer. I really hope it wears well throughout the day. I hope it's not gonna crease really intense. I like how blendable, how creamy, how it's stretched really nicely. I didn't really have to work too hard. That's the one thing with a lot of these base products, like the bronzer, the blushes, the highlighter, you don't really have to work too hard with these products. That's what I really, really like about this brand. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys here for now. I'll give you guys a couple of updates and then we'll see you at the very end of the night, how everything is looking, how everything is wearing. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Doing the first update, and I really wanted to show you guys the mascara transfer. It's worse on the left eye without the primer. On this side, it's not bad. You can see a tiny bit, but it's not bad. And the thing is, I didn't put in mascara on the lower lash line, so you can see how bad that transfers. The eyeshadow, same thing. It's either the mascara or the eyeliner, or it's the eyeshadow that's smudging pretty bad, and it's on both sides. So I'm assuming it's just the eyeshadow. As you can see, the brows still there, cheeks still there, look really great. It's looking pretty good, except for the mascara. So let's fix that. Try to rub that in just a little bit, very gently. Doing the second update of the day, I wanted to show you guys, we went out to dinner and lipstick is pretty much gone. You can see a little bit, right? It's like kind of like smudged. It kind of looks like lip liner still, but it's pretty much gone. Mascara is smudging. But the eyeshadow is smudging really bad now. It's getting louder and louder. All right, I'll see you guys at the very end of the night. All right, doing the final update in the bathroom. It's been a long day and I already have my hair mask in. I am ready to take this makeup off. So this makeup, it's not super long lasting. I think it looks really good. What do we have it on for? I think a little, almost 12 hours. I think it wears really beautifully for the full 8 hours. And then it just kind of, that's the life it has. I'm looking at my cheeks. Yes, they're still there, but everything's just looking really dry. My chin, my cheeks, it's looking pretty dry right here. And it also could be because of that gripping, the blurry primer that I used, because it did feel so dry and kind of chalk-like. The lips also, they're feeling pretty dry. I didn't reapply the lipstick after dinner. I wanted to show you guys when Emirate was saying Papa in the background, the sweetest thing ever. But the lips definitely don't feel hydrated. So I feel like with that lip balm, I would have to keep reapplying it all day long type of a thing. But the lip balm did feel really great. The one thing I will say that hasn't budged at all are the eyebrows. I am kind of impressed that they haven't moved at all. They don't feel crusty, but they do feel like they're not gonna go anywhere, which is phenomenal. The eyeliner is still on there, it's not budging. I did have to scrub, you can still kind of see the eyeliner on my back of my hand. You do have to scrub really hard. And it's a type of eyeliner, like I said, it's very dry, so it kind of crumbles when you scrub it off. The eyeshadow has smudged or has creased quite a bit. Not quite a bit. It's actually pretty bad. It's looking really bad. I do still see the inner corner highlight, which I love, but not impressed with the longevity. I will say some of my favorite products that I have used before in the past, definitely their gripping primer, their gripping setting spray, that concealer I actually really enjoyed. I'm gonna keep playing with that concealer. I really enjoyed that skin tint foundation. And then the next thing that I really enjoyed are the cheek products. I really enjoyed that bronzer, the blushes. They're all very forgiving formulas, but are very creamy, very easy to work with. I feel like they're very beginner friendly. So Milk Makeup is definitely a wide range of products. They're definitely more for like an everyday type of a look, and there's some really great products out there. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you next one very soon. Bye.